It's actually my father. It's very much, a lot of it is taken from the experience I had when my father was at the end of his life, when he was not very well. And his mind started bouncing around to all different time periods and was spending most of his time focusing on his youth in Italy. And he was reverting back to that time. And there was such a longing for it. And I know growing up, I'm not sure he ever felt comfortable or at home in the suburbs outside of Boston. And it was that notion which I thought I could translate something that I knew very intimately into this particular Mexican-American experience. Everyone wants their story told. Everyone in life wants to believe that the life that they lived is of some significance and has had some meaning to the greater society, and that they haven't been ignored. I think the Latino community in the United States can be very invisible at times to the American community, to the full American community. Not the Latino community, but you know, what are those stories that are happening, especially right now where the debate is there's such a rancorous debate over immigration and all of that in the United States. Sometimes we forget that there are people, and there are mothers, and there are fathers, and there are children just trying to live a life. I did actually a lot of research. I read a lot of books about people that had crossed the border, a lot of very political books about it, and then I spoke to a lot of people in Houston. And it was particular, the one group of people that made me think I was on the right track were 3 women that work in the costume shop at Houston Grand Opera, who I had worked with when we had done Last Acts there a few seasons ago. And the reason I even knew a little bit about their experience at that time is because the costume designer for Last Acts was Mexican-American, Cesar Galindo. And so I had heard a little bit about their lives, and one particular part of that story that did make it into this story is that one of them, there's the mother that works in the costume shop, and there are 2 daughters. One was born in the United States and one was born in Mexico. And in this story, I'm sorry, I changed it to 2 men. And that was their notion, their idea that even though one was born in Mexico, one was born in the United States, neither one of them felt at home in either place.